Hello and Merry Christmas, everyone. My name is Mia, and in this channel, I share with you guys my budgeting experience and my journey into being debt free. So, today we're gonna do my January budget, and probably on my next video, I'd share with you my January goals. I already listed them down, but I'd probably be switching into a budget binder by January. I'm still finishing up my template for it because I feel like having a binder planner would help me much better because I can customize it the way that I actually use my planner. So it'll be a bit more personal than what I'm, or a bit more customized than what I'm using now, because for now I'm just editing or tweaking my current planner a bit just to make sure that it matches for how I do my budget. And yeah, so let's start first by listing down my monthly expenses. So if you can see here, my date doesn't really start on January 1st because I do my budget based on my paycheck. So for me, it's since I only get it every 4 weeks, so it's better for me to have the month um in a way arranged in a way where it is how I fix my budget for, so that all the bills that will be in within that pay period will be just here in one view. If I need a normal calendar, I have that in my normal planner anyways. So yeah, here's my budget calendar for you. So I get paid on the 24th, and this will be good until the 20th of January. So first off, we'll be putting in the expenses that we have. I just use these stickers to remind myself of which bills are due and when. And sometimes I also add other stickers, like if I do some shopping, I could put this like big shopping, or if I do the big groceries, I do put them there on the dates just to see like how often I've been doing it, just a good reminder for myself. So anyways, let's start off. So on the 24th, I actually have my loan due on that day. So this is my biggest loan, so we'll have that there. And my rent is due on the 25th, just Christmas Day. And my utility bills are due on the 26th. So most of these, actually all these three, are automatically debited in from my account, but I do want to keep them there as a reminder, just to check every now and then if it did push through or not, you know. And I am happy that actually this year we're going to be focusing more on repaying my debt, but I don't want to stop saving in my emergency fund. So what I did was just to lessen it a little bit. So instead of 100 every month, we're just going to put in at least 50 euros every month in it, so that it'll still be growing even just a tiny bit, because hard times, people, it's much better to have like a backup money just in case, so that if something happens, knock on wood, we'd still have a bit of money reserved, and I won't have to go back to using my credit card, which is the main one that we have to tackle this year anyway. So we don't want to be incurring more debt in that. So I think it's much better just to I was able to last December, if you saw my video, I was able to build up that 1000 euro emergency fund, which is the baby emergency fund. It's actually very good. I think that amount would be enough to cover like sudden emergencies, but it's still much better. Like I feel more assured that it's slowly growing and not just in that amount for now, because like if it's a job loss, that would be the emergency to be covered, that 1,000 euro would definitely not be enough. So yeah. So let's move on. Although since I'm a nurse, I don't think that I'll be losing my job pretty soon. But yeah. And we'll move on my next one. Since I'm blabbing too much, I put this aside for my savings. I know I'm saving euros and not dollars, but you know, and I put that whenever I get my paycheck, I always put in the money into my savings account, because I find it that much better. So anyways, on the first Tuesday after my paycheck, I send my mom some money. Why Tuesday? It's because that's when I find that the exchange rate, because my mom is not here in this country. She lives somewhere else, and I'm supporting her financially, and I find the exchange rate way higher on Tuesdays. So make the most out of it. And my daughter's allowance also comes in on the first Tuesday of the month. So hers will be on the 5th. So I get a child benefit for her, and it's usually 140 euros, but 100 euros of it I give to her for her allowance, for her to learn to save and all. And she's doing a great job at it, to be fair. And next up is for my life insurance, which is on the 1st of the month. Sorry if I'm putting my stickers all over the place. My list, in my list, my daughter and my mom's allowances doesn't have a date, so that's why. And next up is my Netflix payment, which is due on the 6th. I cannot take this off because here in Ireland we have like a TV license, which is way more expensive than subscribing to Netflix. So having Netflix as a form of entertainment is way cheaper than buying a telly and having to pay TV license every year for it, plus additional things, because if you just want the normal telly, you still have to pay subscription fees. So Netflix it is, and YouTube. And on the 7th, I have my other loan due to be paid. And we're making good progress in this loan. And on the 11th, we have the internet due. But actually, by the following months, the date might change, because we actually changed. Sorry, what was that? We actually changed our plan to kind of a cheaper one, kind of, but yeah, it'll be due on the 11th for now. It might be changing in the next couple of months, and that will be all that I'd have to cover. Oh, and my daughter's phone bill. Actually, my phone bill is actually due on the 24th. So that would be in this paycheck. And my daughter's phone bill will be due on the 14th. There you go. That is all that we have to cover and budget for this month, majorly. So let's go on with our monthly budget. So I wrote most of it down already. I just wanted to share with you how much I'd be budgeting in for this month. So for my salary, we're getting 24.90 for it. And I'm gonna get 100 euro voucher. So I'm gonna be using this mostly for my groceries. And aside from that, we're gonna get a child benefit. So this would total to 730. Yeah, 2730 in total. So this is the amount that we're gonna be budgeting for this month. So of course, we'll start off with budgeting for fixed expenses, which is my phone bill. My loan is 178 euros for that, and my phone is 40. Rent I pay 858. Electricity is 28. Gas heating is 24. And like I said, we're gonna be putting in 50 euros in my savings for this month. And for my mom, her allowance is 300 monthly and 100 euros for my little princess. And my life insurance is just a term insurance. I just got it for how long I really need to be earning that money, or how long I need my income to be protected for. So I found that way cheaper than the previous life insurance that I had. And I only pay 14 euros every month. So that's definitely not bad. And my Netflix, I pay 10 euros for it, roughly 10 euros. And my second loan is 96. And for the Wi-Fi, I know it'll be a bit cheaper, but I'm still gonna budget my previous budget, just 32, because I'm not yet sure how much it is that we got. And credit card, I'll put in the minimum payment here, which is 200. And then I put in a space for extras, which are extra debt payments or extra savings that I could do for the month. So it'll be easier for me to see if how much I've been adding to, or how much I was putting extra for the month. So I find that a bit handier that way. So for my fixed expenses, it totals 1945. So see you guys, if ever I lose my job, hopefully not. 1,000 euros would definitely not be enough. So I find that in this time of uncertainty, it is way better to have lots of savings. And now for our variable expenses. So these are the things that I normally spend on, and but I don't put them in the fixed expenses, because technically the amounts that I spend for them are not the same all the time. So for bins, I do have like a regular payment for the bins, which is our subscription fee. We pay it every 6 months, but every time we put out the recycling bin or the general waste bin, we have to pay a bit extra. So I put it here, so I put like a buffer money at least. So I put in 12. So this actually, that's why I have 4 columns, is because in these categories I save them, so they roughly grow over time, and they grow, and then I take some money out of it. So we paid from December, so there's nothing in that account for now. I basically zeroed out on almost all of my categories this month. So for January would be mostly zeros. Start fresh, and so that means the balance will be 12 euros. Okay, so this is what I budget for this month. This column is how much I'd have in total when I put this amount in, and in this column is how much I actually spent for the month. But just so I won't be so confused, because I'd have the balance left for after the month of however much is remaining after I spent all those money. I do this just so I won't be confused, because I'm like, okay, so I budgeted this amount and then it goes like negative or over, just so I know like in a glance like how much I actually spent on it. And just for my monthly totals would just be the amount that I put in this month. So hope Get my point there, guys. So for this month, we'll be budgeting 400 euros for our groceries. So of course, I always use that up. Like I always zero that one all the time. And for my medications, I'd budget in 20 euros for now. I'm on regular maintenance medication, so I always need to have a bit of money on that. And I bought some last this month, so I don't have. We're gonna start the count again. And for household expenses, I'd put in 15 euros. So it'll be 15, the balance. And for toiletries, this is like the normal shampoo, conditioner, but I do use a lot of skincare products, which I don't put under this category because I don't really find them necessary. But in general, it's not we don't really need to use all those fancy Korean skincare products, but for me, my skin is just crying in this weather because I'm an Asian living in Ireland, which is a very windy, very humid place, so my skin just goes crazy here. So there's more care I have to do for myself, but I don't put that here. My skincare goes in this category, which is beauty, because I actually find that I could just smother myself with like lotion or something. But yeah, I want to pamper myself a lot. So it's more of a want than a need. So I put that in my sinking funds. Okay. All right. So for my transport, I'm gonna put in 30 euros for that. I zeroed that transport out last month as well, so 30 it is. And for beauty, just gonna put 10 since I just bought my supplies this month anyways. And for dining out, yes, it's New Year's. I'm still gonna put in some money for dining out. So we're gonna put in 50 euros for that. But actually, for January, I want to challenge myself to um have a no spend challenge for the entire year. Like nothing unnecessary except for my skincare. Like no new clothes, no dining out except for special occasions like anniversaries or birthdays. And no new shoes, no new bags, nothing unnecessary except for skincare. All right, so we're gonna start putting in some money for our gifts. So it's 10 euros for that. It'll be bigger in the next few months, but I'm just tightening up my belt for this month, and we're gonna adjust our sinking funds in the next few months because I'm actually gonna be transferring jobs. So in between that, we don't know when I'm gonna be paid, so we have to like have a very strict budget for now. And for my health insurance, I have a sinking fund of 55 euros. So I have 110 in there because this one is due on September. So I started a sinking fund. So that's 165 in total for now. And hobbies, I'll be putting in 5 euros, but I have 10 euros in the vault, so that's 15 euros in total. And holidays, we're just gonna put 5 this month, but then we're gonna adjust our sinking funds based on how many paychecks I'll be getting in that new place so that we can adjust the amount before how much our target is and how many paychecks I have to I can divide that amount into. So for now it's 5 euros. And for my daughter's school, this one I already computed, so it's still 25 euros I'm gonna put. And then she has 57 point, let me see how much she had. Sorry, from my December budget. 57.5 plus 25. It's 82. We'll stick with the full amount for now. And shopping, like I said, I won't budget anything for shopping. Hopefully, hopefully we can stick to that budget. And that is it for my sinking fund. So now I'll be computing how much I can put into the extra credit card payment. So we're gonna total all this up. So it's 160 plus 535. So we have 695 budgeted. I'm not sure if that's correct, but we'll start from scratch. So plus 400 plus 20, 15. I love this new calculator that I got. It's like big, chunky, but cute. So it's 487 here. So that's for my variable expenses. And it's $160 plus 487, 647. So that's 647 plus 1945. So it's 2592. So if it's 2592, we still have some extra. So let's less 2730. So we got 138. So that's 138 of extra credit card payment. So 138. So on top of the 200 euros that I have as my minimum payment, we're going to pay 138 extra euros this month for my credit card bill. So hopefully we'll be able to tackle it way faster. So thank you guys for watching my video, and once again, Merry Christmas to everyone. Stay safe and have a Happy New Year. Bye bye.